All right. All right, welcome to OnSet. I am Daniel Norton, as he said. Over here we have Justin, the one and only Justin.
Yeah.
That's on the Mighty Mix. And yeah, we're going to talk about point and shoots. This, you know, they came to me, as they often do, and they were like, Daniel, you're late submitting your events. So you know what I mean, right? So I was looking through my photos because I always look for an image to kind of inspire me, and I found this one, which is now not going to come up. This is not going to come up.
It's a picture of a forest.
It's a picture of a forest. This image here, which I used for a thumbnail, and it reminded me of a time, so not that long ago, where I had gone back to shooting film again, and this subject, this model, Nettie, was come to the studio to make a portrait. I had my, you know, RZ, right? Big old RZ over there. I had my 4x5. I had a Rolleiflex, all these film cameras, very impressive. And she walked in, and I noticed that written on her hand, because she was a low-tech person who did not have a cell phone, were the directions to the studio. And I needed to capture that moment immediately. So I reached for, actually, and I brought it here, this little camera here, which is a Ricoh half-frame camera. It's a film camera. And 72 shots on a roll with one of these guys. We shot for half an hour with this camera. As she kind of got used to it, I was talking to her as we were getting, and the thing is that you can have all the greatest cameras in the world, but sometimes you just need a camera, right? And a point and shoot camera can be so much, right? Different types of cameras bring different feelings to the shoot. They have different feelings when the person's talking to you, somebody who's not used to being in front of the camera. Obviously, possibly different lenses, different blah, blah. But before I get too deeply into this, because I am going to shoot with another Ricoh today, a Ricoh monochrome, the GR4, I just want to define what I mean by point and shoot, because I think this is a big deal, right? Sure, compared to all those cameras I had that day, this was a point and shoot, right? Fully automatic. I could just grab it. I could shoot, fixed focus, done. An RZ is not like that. If anybody knows what an RZ is light meter, and you're doing this and setting this up. So, but in today's, you know, studio environment, right, like where I'm shooting now, where I'm mostly shooting digital, I could have just picked my Nikon up, right? It would have been just the same, right? But would it have, you know? So that's what we're going to discuss as we go through this. But so what I'm going to consider a point and shoot in this case is a camera that is small enough that you can always have it with you, right? That's what I'm talking about. A tiny little camera you can pull out at any time and shoot something when something spontaneous, something interesting happens. That means I know you all love the X100, go buy more of them. Everybody has one. That's not point and shoot to me. That's a compact camera. It's small. I'm not putting that in my pocket, right? This camera is a point and shoot, right? It fits in my pocket, just like that. Don't put it in your pocket. If you're in the store, buy one. But it's tiny, right? I can always have it with me. And if I go out and I carry this around with me and I don't take any pictures, I'm not going to regret it, right? But I love having it, right? I could take this, and I see a Kiva here in the front. I could just point, and I could take a picture of them, and I can go like that, and the camera's away, and I put it back in my pocket, right? That's a point and shoot camera. But can we elevate ourselves above what I just did there, right? Can we get some better shots? Can we work with lighting? Yes. So that's kind of what we're going to do today. I've got a few different cameras. I mean, the only one you're going to be able to see anything from is this one. Now you should know that normally we do this. You know, we're all tethered in a capture one and all this. This is not doing that, right? I could send it to my phone. And I had thought about doing that, and you guys could pass my phone around, but I don't want any long distance charges. So, so we're going to act it together. So we're going to shoot into the computer. So it's going to be a little clumsy on that end, but you know, you wouldn't normally do that. You know, so I'm not judging the camera based on that. Okay. So what are we working with here? We're working with a small camera, potentially with a zoom. This one has a fixed lens, about 28 millimeters. So kind of a wide-ish lens, right? This camera is black and white, or monochrome. So we're going to shoot nothing in color, obviously, which I thought was a perfect example here, because that's often what I shot in my monochrome, my film point and shoot cameras was black and white film. Black and white film can be very versatile. You can shoot in a lot of weird light, and it still kind of can look good, you know, where color film can kind of break up, and same thing with color digital. There is kind of a resurgence of these cameras. You see a lot of the used ones, and we probably have some in Adorama as well, being sold. People are really into them. They call them digicams, which I think is cute. First time somebody said that, I was like a camcorder. And then I was like, oh no, you mean a point and shoot. So digicam, point and shoot. You tell me in the chat which one is better. This has got a hot shoe on it, but no built-in flash. You might get a camera like this. Oh, let's go through preview there. All right, so yeah. This is a Pentax 17. This is another film camera currently made. You could buy this now. Half frame also, like the other one, it has a little flash in it, right? So I could use this by itself in a dark environment and shoot. This one I'd have to crank the ISO a little bit, which in a digital camera isn't as big of a deal, I guess, because you can't crank the ISO in a film camera. Hey, I was waiting for you. All that was a build-up. All right, so now that you're here, so let's walk through a few examples. We'll shoot some pictures, we'll talk, and we'll figure it out. Any questions so far? Or does that scare you? Okay, good. If you had to raise your hand immediately, if you just got here, Seth was going to jump right at you. All right. Okay, so like I said, we're going to like semi-tether here. So now normally, if you've ever been to one of my demos before, the very first thing that I do is what? Eric, who comes to every demo. Yeah, okay, so what he's getting at is, I set it so none of the lights in the space affect my shot. What I call the black frame, right? Because I want to be in charge, I'm lighting everything. But today, since we're talking about point and shoot cameras, and oftentimes you're not gonna light it, we're gonna work with the light here to start with. It is a really nice light, so we're kind of cheating a little bit. But, you know, we'll kind of look at Justin, we'll move him around a little bit, and we'll take some shots and we'll get a feel for the light in the space. And we'll talk about how to work with different types of light here, right? Because the light is coming from the side here. It's lighting me, obviously the front of me, but the side of Justin. These lights are coming this way here. We can kind of play around and get some different setups. So let's start there and we'll go. Now, this particular camera has program automatic. Quick question.
Someone's asking, could you trigger a flash with something like an Instax?
Can you trigger a flash with an Instax? Absolutely. If you have a flash that has the ability to be fired by another flash, what they used to call a slave, now they call a photocell, I think is what they call them now. Basically, if it sees another flash, it fires. You can 100% fire a flash with an Instax. I've done a lot of stuff like that. Sometimes you block the Instax's flash.
I'm going to put a video in the chat for you guys that I did, okay?
Oh, you did it. Oh, Seth has done it. There you go, in a video. I just do it when I'm shooting. I don't think to make videos.
Oh, no.
I'm saying that's good. Was that negative?
I'm so over you.
But yeah, you can 100% do that. Sometimes what people will do, and maybe Seth does in that video, is they'll block the flash from going forward because they don't want that feel, and they'll have the sensor up on the side. Is that what you did?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Good. There you go. All right. So because I'm shooting with a relatively wide angle lens, even with a 2.8, you know, I'm not going to be able to get like in a position where we're not going to see a lot of the background, right? And it's not going to go super, super out of focus, just the nature of it. It's also a smaller sensor, which makes a difference. So we're not going to worry 100% about the background. Thankfully, I have a gray background to start with, so it's easy. Our light is here. So if I'm looking at Justin, so I'm just going to have you look straight ahead, and we'll show you what this looks like. This is my quasi tethering. The trick here was to not tell Seth this is the way we were doing it until yesterday.
It's your demo, bro. I just said, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. This is your rep.
All right. So I basically opened image capture on my Mac. So all the pictures from the camera, I'm using the internal memory, have popped up here. Oh, I just opened a DNG file, so you should wait about 45 minutes for my slow Mac to open it. That was definitely a mistake. Nobody wanted that. There's a Kiva, right? We just took that picture, right? There you go. I'll send you a bill for that one. So I wanted to show you that just because I feel like I opened the camera, shot it real quick, and put it away so fast, people thought I didn't really take a picture. So I did. Camera raw. Does anybody actually use this? Probably. I'm just saying, most people use like Capture One or Lightroom, right? Okay. Let me know if you use Camera Raw directly. I'm curious. Okay. I've wasted enough time.
Sure.
No. All right. I'm going to do something that's not usually done here. I'm going to shoot vertical. I know. The kids are doing it these days. And Justin put on pants.
I did.
Yeah, it's open gate, vertical. Yeah, I mean, I'm in programmed automatic. So I started saying this camera has a few different options: program automatic, aperture priority, time priority, or manual. And there's some special modes you can set yourself. But I'm going to leave it in program automatic because I feel like if you're just walking around shooting with your camera, that's probably a good place for it to be. Basically, the camera's going to make the decision on everything, except for my ISO, which I locked in because I'm not using auto ISO because of other reasons. Okay, so if I just come right up and I'm like, hey, Justin, and I make a photo of him. It worked. Look at that. I knew it was going to work. We can see that while it's decent, right? It looks okay. He looks kind of sad. Even in this beautiful light, it's a little bit muddy, right? Because he's not looking towards the light that's meant to be photographed, right? The light that's meant to be photographed is this light, right? So if we switch positions and I shoot him this way, come look at me.
Can't make this big.
Yeah. Click on, I guess. It's in preview.
There, I looked happier.
Yes, because you're in a better light. When you're in better light, you always look happy. All right. Okay, and we can see already how much nicer the light is. So kind of the first tip here, if you will, is if you are shooting and you can't control the light, and by the way, if you were to buy film, you ever buy film? Back in the day, it tells you the opposite. Don't listen to film. Have the person look towards the light, right? Just like Carol Ann. Where does she go to the light, right? See, right? Into the light. Then you can say in your head, Carol Ann. Don't say Carol Ann out loud because people think you're crazy. What that's going to do is brighten their face up, right? If we shoot with an automatic mode where the face is half caught in the light, the camera's meter is trying to balance that out. So what you get is mud, right? So that's why we get that muddy shot before. Does that make sense so far? Any questions? No. Okay, good. Any answers? Because we could use those these days. All right, moving on to more important things.
Okay.
Better and better. No, but I can use any of the lights here to do this. So we have a light that's pointed this way, right? So if I want to get more crafty, I could use that one. I'm coming into the audience. Oh, I'll try not to talk. Look into the light.
One here.
Yeah, I can't talk louder, so I get feedback. All right, down a little bit with the chin. There we go. Don't go be there with your eyes. Yeah, there you go.
I feel cheeky.
He does. He's feeling cheeky
feel
today.
cheeky.
So we can see what, again, I'm moving him to the light, but it's a little bit of a harder light because it's smaller. Remember, the hardness and softness of the light is based on its size relative to the subject, right? So now we have, again, we brought back those shadows, but see how it's not flat like the first shot was? So we can work with that. That makes sense so far? I should leave a picture up on the screen.
Give me your mic.
Okay. I'm giving Seth my mic. Oh, how about doing that? Oh my God. All right. Do I look better now? Thank you. This is the first time I've ever worn a microphone. It's so weird. All right. Let's light you up. So I have because everybody walking around the point and shoot camera has a, what, $5,000 LED light that they just carry around with them. No. I have this light here because I just want to show. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
This is a proper, studio light, right? LED in this case, like for filmmaking. And we can use this as well to light our subject, right? It's got a grid on it, which is going to help us direct the light. It's very bright. I didn't tell him first. And you know why I didn't tell him? Because I've told him before, and he doesn't listen.
I don't.
He doesn't listen.
I should know by now.
Yeah. Whenever you tell somebody don't look at the light, they look at it. So I tried a different technique, not saying anything. That also did not work. So I recommend no technique. All right. So this has got a beauty dish with the grid. We're shaping the light a little bit here. and we're getting out like a kind of a nice form. I've got this set on daylight balance basically. And I'm shot, just in case you're curious, because this is a colorful light here, RGBWWW.profoto.com.
It's a Profoto L600C.
Yeah.
All right.
That is the name of the light. When Eric from Profoto left this light, I said, I will use it a bunch of times. I will never remember the name. And he laughed because he thought I was making that up, but he's now knowing that it's the case.
It's only written on the side. It's such a dumb idea to put the name on the side of the light.
I don't know why they do that. Who's looking at the name of the light?
I was looking at that, right, Dan?
Okay, so we can see here with how much of it makes a difference. Because here's the thing. If you've got a decent camera, right, it's going to be the light, right, and your interaction and how you move the subject around the light that's going to make all the difference in the world, right? And not the model. No, the model makes no difference. The light. Yeah, I mean, everybody who's here understands how grotesque Justin is in person, but this light is making it just gorgeous. I'm talking. All right, so we're adjusting my microphone again. I guess it's my shirt today. I wore a different shirt today. Usually I just have a black shirt on, I think. This one's got a little color. Reflecting weirdly onto the thing. Okay, so we can see that bringing the light in helps shape it. It's an LED light. I'm still just in the automatic mode, if you will, right? And I shot that. Actually, I don't know where I shot it. I'll tell you a second. Because I'm not in capture one, so I can't check it. Yeah. Yeah, come this way, boom, like that. So I'm at 2.8, 400 ISO, a 50th of a second. And right now I have my exposure set at -1/3. So here's the thing, when you're in program automatic, it's going to decide your settings. And then the reason why it's program automatic and just not straight up automatic is you can adjust that up and down. That's called your EV setting. So if you ever see that on a camera, that's what that is. So I'm at EV -1/3 or 0.3. So I'm a little bit darker than the meter recommends. And I'm doing that because I know the highlight's going to blow out if I don't. I'm going to go a little darker, actually. Yeah, I'm going to get moody with this. That's like getting jiggy with it, but not exactly. Yeah. Every time Justin comes, I make a moody picture of him. Yeah, there we go. So I've now adjusted the camera. I still have some control. In most point and shoot cameras, even ones that are maybe not at this price point, usually have some kind of EV control. So when you're looking through the camera, and especially if you're in really contrasty light like this, you're going to have to make a decision. You're going to use your noggin, right? Does this look right? Does it look the way I want it to look? Does it feel the way I want it to feel? So here I'm actually underexposing slightly, almost one full stop. And I'm getting the shot that is much nicer skin tone wise for me. I could be sure if I open it up in Photoshop, but we don't want to wait 45 minutes again. Wasn't too bad, actually.
That's nice tones.
Yeah, it's not bad. So here's the thing. Let's talk about monochrome cameras for a second. Oh, there's a red filter. Let's use the red filter. Noir.
Noir.
There's noir.
Noir.
It's like don't tell me about it because I haven't watched it yet. Like the Spider-Man noir thing that came out.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, it looked kind of interesting. Don't tell me about it.
No spoilers.
I hate spoilers. All right, I've got the red filter on now. Oh yeah, look at that. Now, when you put on the red filter, it moves the subject to the other side of the frame. Watch.
Oh boy.
I'm not used to things not popping up immediately. Yeah, that's okay though. Yeah, move to the other side of the frame. There you go. I could probably open two things at once.
That'd be a trick.
I don't know. We're gonna try.
Do the hat trick.
We're gonna do it. That's that one and this one. All right, there we go.
Didn't really do anything.
No, not a whole heck of a lot.
It usually makes the lips lighter.
Yeah, it looked like it didn't really have too much of an effect
Watch it.
in this particular situation. Yeah, no, it's on. Just says red filter. Okay,
Try again.
let's try again. The key to doing anything in life is just keep trying, and then if it doesn't work, just pretend like it did. So when this one goes up, just be like, oh, big difference. So everybody say that at once. Wait till we get the picture up though. And if it really is a big difference, maybe say it with a slightly different inflection so I know they're not lying. Did I turn the camera off? No, I did not. Okay. Oh, there we go. Oh, this is actually nice. Sometimes you make a photo that's too nice to actually shoot, and you just don't do it. Just look at it and move on.
You're in a mood today.
Okay,
huh?
get ready.
You're in a mood.
Oh, big difference.
Oh, big difference.
Whoa.
Yeah, look at that.
I still don't look like I sleep though.
No. Justin never sleeps.
Not in black and white.
Not in black and white. Justin does not sleep in black and
Do
white.
not. Fun fact.
But you know what we can do? Because this is a trick that we do every single time, and everybody's always impressed by it, I'm sure. We can use a reflector.
What?
I know.
Are you gonna make me hold it?
Probably. I need 2 hands to hold this camera. Oh, yeah, look at that. So this is a silver reflector.
Not just any reflector.
Seth made that with chrome spray paint on the balcony of our studio. You can watch the video on his YouTube channel, lastxwitness.com. Not .com, I guess.
No.
Okay. All right, so we added a little fill.
Little Phil.
I don't know, look at that. Little fill. You still haven't slept, but you know, you look a little better. You always tell people they look better, not worse. Even if they look worse, it looks worse. No, no. So we can see here that, so again, I just want to point out a few things. Oh, I don't know what I just did there, so I'll close that. You've got a few things going here with this camera. Number one, because it's so little, right? You got to pay attention to make sure you're not going like this, because usually, believe it or not, having a camera that's a little bit heavier is actually going to help you hold it steadier. I'm shooting it as a 50th of a second, which should be pretty easy to handhold, and it does have stabilization. So you should be okay, but just keep in mind that if you take a camera and you put it out this far, or you're holding it, it's light that you might have more chance of shaking. So take your time, even though it's a small camera. The other thing to keep in mind is it does have a 28mm equivalent, which again, that might not be the lens people would choose, number one, to be a portrait lens, but where you stand and how you frame things up makes as much difference as the lens does. So if I'm framing them like this with a 28mm, there's like next to no distortion. It feels very natural, actually. If you start to back up, it would, you could get more in the frame, of course, than crop in if you wanted to have it a little more flatter, the density. Because people's faces start to flatten out the further away you get from them, right? Just the way it looks, That's why when you use a long lens, it does that. So when you get closer to people, it starts to stretch the face back a bit. So depending on what you want for a feeling, I find these cameras to be more intimate, so I like that feel. It's the same thing. And by the way, you don't need a camera to do this. Just walk, make sure you know the person. Just walk close to somebody and you will see that their face will shift as you get further from them or closer to them. It's just the way it is. So with the 28mm and with the small camera, I've got to get relatively close. So I'm making sure that I'm not shooting up at them or down at them or doing anything weird. I'm keeping the camera level and it's keeping it as straight as possible, making it feel as natural as possible. Any questions, thoughts, concerns? No questions, thoughts, or concerns? All right, cool. Is that 28 minutes? No, almost. All right, so here's something. If your camera, this was a request, by the way. A lot of these cameras will have a flash built in, like I showed you. Some do not. So we do, in fact, have here the world's smallest flash. Oh, move the camera on me. It's so tiny. This is the best part about this, by the way. Hold on. This is not going to be that useful to us now because we're shooting monochrome. But Joe brought me a whole thing of gels. Look how little they are. How fun is that? Okay. But we're shooting monochrome, so you're not going to see it if I use them. So I didn't know about it. Maybe we'll do another demo just on that. Let me know if you want to see that demo. Okay, so if we're going to shoot with the flash.
I think it's important to know that camera can't do.
Yeah, the camera cannot do, right. I guess I said it was a monochrome camera. Maybe I did not describe what that actually is. This camera is incapable of shooting a color photo. Basically, all sensors are technically monochrome, and then they have a filter layer over them that creates the color. Monochrome cameras just don't have that filter, which has some benefits. It tends to be a little sharper, lower noise, but more sensitive to light. But of course, you have no color. So if you want color, you need to get just a regular GR4 or You can get GR5, I think is the new one, if you can get your hands on it. Okay. Because this is not TTL for me, right? It's not through the lens metering. I could use a handheld meter, but I feel like just to kind of be more like real life, I'm just gonna do what you probably would do. I got the thing set at full power. I'm just gonna walk up to Justin.
You want me to have a reflector
Yeah, he walks around with that all the time. Let's say he's one of those guys that walks around with the sandwich board,
all the time.
right? Where he's like a waiter, or you could wear it like that.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
Just hold it.
no, you're good. He's trying to keep that.
Want me to do some stuff with it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Someone's asking me to talk about
Leaf shutter. This is,
this.
it's a leaf shutter, although it does say the shutter syncs at 125, which is interesting. I do not know why, because normally a leaf shutter will allow you to sync at any speed, but yeah, but you know, well, any speed that it can go to, obviously. We'll try. According to the manual, it said 125. I'll try at 125, and then we'll try faster, and we'll see if it works. So I'm framing up, and I'm going to use the flash at full power. I'm at 2.8. This is the kind of shot that Akiva likes. I just want you to know that Akiva likes this shot. Now, so when it's terrible, just know that.
I don't know who you is.
Yeah, they do. He loves that. He loves that. He's like, can you do a shot like all the kids on Instagram do?
TikTok.
TikTok. This is what you call a bad exposure. Okay? You don't want to do this. So we
This is not what you want.
right.
You don't like people looking nostrils and eyeballs?
Right. But the on-camera flash look can be kind of cool if you get a proper exposure.
But he looks all retouched. Look how clean his skin looks.
Yeah, that's
it's
true.
amazing. Look at that.
It's flat.
Look,
Yeah,
you look.
perfect.
The bags under my.
You're 15 years younger in that image. Look at that.
So normally, like a flash has a guide number, and you can do math. I actually have a whole video about it, but I'm not going to explain it all right now because I don't know the guide number of this. But the guide number over the distance tells you the f-stop at full power, so you can actually figure this out. But since I don't have that, I'm just going to go down to quarter power. Whenever in doubt, go to quarter power. That's the trick. With great quarter power comes great responsibility. Okay. Maybe this will work. It could be perfect. This could be the shot that Akiva's been looking for his whole life. If you sit in the front row, you're first. There we go. Better.
Wow, you look hungover.
Yeah.
Good.
Like if I was hanging out with Justin and we were at the beach house and I just taking a shot.
I'm tired.
Yeah, you know.
Hey, I saw you liked one of my photos on Instagram.
Decided to come on over and feel it out.
You like the Jersey Shore too?
Yeah, I had a bucket of Bronas last night.
So just to show you though, because I didn't do what I normally do, I'm gonna turn on.
Abercrombie and Fitch.
This is Daniel's Bruce Weber.
Yes. I'll have to tell you the Bruce Weber story when we're not live. Okay, so
Yeah, so someone's saying Saturday Night Live has entered the chat. This guy, but if you look at it, Saturday Night Live is direct flash, right? It's a style. Doesn't mean it's wrong or not, you know, right?
all right, so I didn't do this just again to give you a baseline, which I should have. Eric should have called me out on it. So this is without the flash, just so you can see what the flash is doing.
Gave a smile this time.
Yeah, when you, well, it's good because the smell will be important. That's without the flash, right? So we see what the flash is doing, right? It's making a photo that possible for us. So if we're in a dark situation and we want to be able to shoot and not push our ISO really super high, we can use a little flash like this. Plus, look at how cute it is. No? Should it be a different color? Like blue? No? Black?
Is this your version of Fill in Time? Is that
No,
what
I'm trying to, no. All right, so let's tell me to hurry up. All right, so we understand how the flash works. Let's incorporate the flash with other light, right? 'Cause that's another situation you're gonna have. You don't want to necessarily shoot your flash and have everything behind the person be black, right? Maybe you do sometimes, but you want to kind of see the environment a little bit. So what we're gonna do is we'll shoot towards the windows because they're open today. So let's say we got the windows behind Justin. right?
You want to pull the screen up?
Nah, I don't think so. We're going with it. This is natural. So no flash. And if I leave it at this setting, oh, this is going to be a pain. Okay. I'm going to get my exercise today.
Yes. Walking 3 feet over and over again.
The outside's still too dark for me. I'm going to give myself a little bit more light. Let's say I'm at 1/25th of a second, 2.8. So I'm going to give myself, let's go with 60th, okay? And then in addition to that, because I don't want to have to walk back and forth too many times, I'm going to add the flash. And we know the flash at 1/4 power at that distance, which I will stand the exact distance away, is going to be perfect. Okay. At least you're not waiting for Polaroids. There we go, right? So now we're mixing in with the environment. We could do it with the outside. We could do it with the inside. Let's say if we turn around the other way and the store's behind Justin.
Okay.
Yeah, because let's say you're at Adorama, you're doing a photo shoot. It happens. It's a little darker in Adorama, I can tell you that right now. Not because of you guys. So I'm going to go down to, I'm just looking at the back of the camera. I'm going to do a 15th of a second. Then we're going to add a little flash. He's looking good.
So they say.
They say that. The people, you know, got a little bit of a out of focusy thing going on there because I think something happened there, but you can see everybody's, the store's lit up behind him. Let's do another one that's not terrible. All right, here we go. I'm going to put the focus, because the light's behind you, it's having trouble finding your eyeballs, so I will point at them. There we go. I mean,
We try.
not every shot can be a winner. There we go.
Hey.
All right. So there he is. He's looking good. It feels very natural. Here we are in the store. Justin's hanging out. I'm like, hey, Justin, want to get some cameras? He's like, there's some cameras this way.
Yeah.
And bam, flash on camera, done. This is the two-tone look with the silver and the black. I mean, you could do all black, blue, I don't know. I'm just suggesting flashpoint if you want to do the color. Okay, so far following, everything seems, any questions, thoughts, concerns? Okay. Let's do one final thing. Well, this won't be the final thing because I always feel like I'm winding up and then 1,000 questions come out. So please ask questions at any point. I'm going to use this with the studio flash. Why? Because I can. And frankly, that's the main reason to do anything in life. So we saw earlier that I use this very expensive and beautiful LED light.
2 shots. Okay. Now really expensive strobe.
Now we're going to use a really expensive strobe. So let's say that you are like Kiva and you love that kind of on-camera flash look, and you want to look like you're like hip, but you don't want to put the flash on the camera because maybe the batteries are going to run out or it's not strong enough or whatever. We're going to fake it by putting this very nice flash next to the camera. And I'm going to take a side journey here and point out that my original little Ricoh camera here can also be used with the flash. And we're going to do that as well, but you won't be able to see them because it's film. So you're going to have to trust me.
You can follow Daniel's IG.
Yeah, and make sure
over in this corner, and then we're all going to hold him to posting those.
Yes,
so
definitely
you can
do that.
see them. See that?
I get a lot of, I've got your messages. Do you people that have reached out to me about the pinhole camera? I'm working on it.
He is not.
By working on it, I mean the roll of film is sitting on my desk.
We will never see those.
All right.
It was a whole thing. You made a whole thing out of it.
It was a whole thing. It was, if you missed the pinhole photography thing, Seth will put a link.
Yeah, let's make one up.
What do you mean? It's on channel. Okay, he's not even able to find it. Okay. I don't remember when we did it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know what you did.
All right. I'm just going to change the channel here. Actually, no, I'll change the channel on my device. So, actually, I can't. This only goes to 8. Okay. So I'm going to, no, I'm going to start with it like this to make it more authentically bad. All right. But cool. Like cool bad. Like bad. Okay. All right, so that should work. There we go. I'm gonna flash it. Don't look for it.
What? I didn't retain any of the information you just said.
Okay, so as you might imagine, this flash is considerably more powerful than the one I had on camera. So, you know, if I was smart, I guess I will be, I'd bust out this little device here. This is a light meter. There are many like it. This one is mine. It's actually Seth's. Okay, I'm going to go to flash mode. I'm going to set my shutter to 125.
That's the Sekonic 308,
This
guys.
is a Sekonic 308XU. So it's no longer.
I'll
a
put
U,
the link in the
it's
chat, okay?
2.2. Okay, so I've adjusted my light until I'm reading 125, 2.8 at 100 ISO, but I'm shooting at 400 ISO, so I'm just going to adjust that quickly. So I'm going to shoot at 5.6. Why? Because that gives you the authentic, I don't feel like changing the light setting. All right, no, just mix it up. We've been shooting at 2.8 the whole time. Never shoot wide open. That's what everybody does. Okay, so I'm going to set this now to 5.6 because we're going to start with, so this is what you want to call at reading, right? So when you're using a light meter, you know, you're going to, Ab's not watching, right? Okay, good. It's not always right on, right? It gives you an idea. You don't want the light meter to feel bad about it, but you know, you have your own personal ways you want to light things. So this is going to give me the correct exposure, but I might adjust based on what I want it to look like. All right, so here's Justin. Good. You know what? I'm gonna have you actually go this way a little bit. No, with your whole body.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. There you go. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Okay, I could tell on the back of the camera it wasn't bright enough. I'm just going to shoot a couple because I don't want to keep going back and forth 20 times. Oh, interesting. Oh, I like this. Oh, you guys want to see it? Okay, good. All right, so I went to F4, which is about to stop over. Oh, hold on, that's not the last one. This one is. Okay, and even that seems it's still a smidge dark for me, right? I think we're a tiny bit dark at F4.
Oh, it's ISO 400.
Yeah, I am shooting 400.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna give myself a little bit more light. We're gonna shoot at 2.8 because I said before about don't shoot wide open. Don't listen to me.
That's right.
Okay, there we go. That's perfect. All right. So we've got our exposure, and I'm only set now at, there we go. Perfect. Now, this flash is only set at 1.4, which is like a fraction of the power of the flash. So I can shoot quite fast if I want to be cool. Like if you ever watch a TV show and they have like a fashion photographer, they're always like, yeah, yeah, work it. You could do that if you wanted to. I'm not going to do that, but you could.
Okay.
Nobody says that. All right, good. Now, what's happening here, unfortunately, or fortunately, is that basically we're getting, and by the way, look how much space I'm leaving above Justin's head. I know you guys are happy about that. But you can see I can shoot fast, I can shoot furious, I can shoot fast and furious. I can shoot The Fast and the Furious, which is a movie. You guys can't see anything because I'm not in Capture One. I keep forgetting that. All right, here we go. You know, we got a nice texture to the light because here we are shooting with a really nice light, right? That we can control the angle of it, but it still gives you that punchy kind of on-camera look if you're going for that, right? Nice and simple, just like that. Questions, thoughts, concerns about that? Yes.
If you turn the light around and shoot it into like a board,
If I turn the light around and shoot into a board, yes.
do a bigger light source, would that work with the point?
Will that give me a bigger light source or will it work? I think you know the answer to that. This guy, every time. No, okay, so this is a good point. So, hey, you know what? I'm trying to create something that looks like on-camera flash. Do I want to bounce it off a board? I mean, I could. Yeah, so let's say you only had this flash. Maybe you spent your money and now you're saving up to get yourself a beauty dish. You don't have one yet, even though there's one right here. Could you bounce the flash off something to make it bigger? Definitely, you know? Could I turn it backwards and bounce it? I could, but everything we've been doing so far is lit from the front. So let's do something different. Let's take your idea, because you're just giving me a hard time, and let's do something interesting with it. If we take our flash and we put it over here, right? Come hold it.
Give a clap for this guy being a brave soul. Wow, you guys are a horrible community.
Right, they're terrible. All right, so,
How do you want me to hold?
all right,
Like
so
this?
hold it so that it looks good, because everybody's watching. No, so what we're going to do is we're going to bounce the flash. Yeah, so I'm going to put the model light for you. Okay, well, no, that's not how you do it. There we go. So what we want is for it to bounce off here and onto him, right?
It's really going to bounce off the projection
Back up a little
screen
bit.
more than anything.
This way? No, with your whole body. Step this way. Take a step. Walk this way.
Oh,
Now turn
follow
this way with the
direction.
shoulder.
okay.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah. So now we have the light coming from here. And as Seth pointed out, some of it's also going to hit the projection screen, which is also useful to us. Now, using the inverse square law, I'll get my light meter. No, I could just figure it out, but I think what we'll do instead is now we have to remeter it, right? So for whatever reason, we're a couple stops hot, so I'm just going to go here, and I'm going to go here. Wow, really? Okay, that makes sense. So what we're going to do is we're going to raise the power of the flash until we get ourselves 2.8 or thereabouts. There we go. All right, so we're at 3.6 now on the flash. What does that mean? It doesn't actually matter. Unless you reach a point where you have to set your flash either below the bottom or above the top, the actual setting of the flash doesn't matter. What matters is the reading. I actually read this at 100 ISO because remember before I had to open up a little bit. So I'm gonna just take a risk and think that's just gonna work. So I'm basically shooting at 2 stops over the meter, but that looked good before. So, you know, when in Rome, eat potatoes. What was the saying off that? Okay. Hold on, it didn't fire. Why didn't it fire? There we go. Oop. Why are we not firing now? Nope. Transmit. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do. All right, someone's gonna take this off and put it back on. That made it more, okay, so I'm gonna go back to something that was a question earlier. Remember somebody asked about if you could fire off a flash with an Instax? So the Profoto has a built-in, actually, you know what it might be? No, that wouldn't make a difference. Stand by for a second. Profoto, they have a built-in optical in this, right? So Profoto, I believe this light has a built-in, I never use it, but it has a built-in optical trigger. So that basically when it sees another flash fire, it will go off. So in theory, and hopefully in practice, since we're standing here live, we're gonna set the flash to do that. Did it work? There you go. Perfect.
Just dial that down.
So now we'll dial this one down. Okay. So that it does little to nothing. So 30 second-ish, 130 seconds power. I'm bouncing it off my hand so that it bounces up to the optical trigger.
It's weird though.
One thing that you will learn, oh, that's not a bad exposure. You still look tired. But,
I can't help
But yeah,
How long?
Had a long night. No, seriously though, that worked, right? We got basically a softer light because we're bouncing it, right?
it. Of course.
So yes, 100% you could do that. Feel free to go back. You don't have to go
Clap
back
for the
and
guy
change.
this time. How's that? Hey, look at that. We're communal.
Luckily, it's not a walk of shame or anything because you were right. You can bounce the flash and it will make it softer and larger if that's what you want to do.
So
But we also learned something else here, right? we were able to trigger it with another flash that answers something else. So if you're trying to trigger your main strobes and you don't have a radio, like I happen to have the generic Profoto one, and your flash has a built-in optical, you can get this little tiny flash or any flash and fire it off and make it work.
Someone in the chat is asking, are most point and shoot cameras 4:3 ratio?
That's a good question. Are they 4:3 ratio? This one's not. I don't think so. That's not been my experience. Most point and shoot cameras are 3:2 ratio, which is the normal kind of 35mm ratio. 4:3 is a pretty popular framing size. It's basically close to 645, right? It's the micro four thirds is 4:3. But I think most point and shoots these days are you know who shoots in 4:3 as a GoPro is 4:3, which is interesting. We could shoot at a different ratio if we want. And I mean, that's kind of some of the fun stuff you can do with these cameras, right? We could shoot square. Let's do a square shot. Let's make a really serious shot because, you know, if I don't get at least one shot that Justin can use on his IMDb,
My social.
on his social IMDb, I'm working on it. All right, so I'm going to change this into a. I know you can do it. I'm going to change it into a different setting here so we can shoot in a different.
Well,
aspect
Dan does
ratio.
that. If you guys in that chat could hit like so Dan feels validated about himself, that'd be great. Hit subscribe. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, so I have 4:3, 1:1, and 6:9, 16:9 rather. So 1:1 is our square ratio. Oh yeah, look at that. Just like a Hasselblad. You don't need to buy
Oh my God, stop.
an old-fashioned Hasselblad. So I'm back to my little on-camera flash because I actually like that look today. So I know. I'm going to fire this flash as well, though, as a fill. Okay. It's nice. I just need to turn this down a little bit. I kind of like this, like you guys can't see it right away thing. That way I can wait till I get a good picture before you get see it. But that's no fun for you, though, is it? You want to see all the bad ones. All right. There's never a bad picture. Did it not? Oh, yeah, it did. Shot square. So now you have a square picture with really hard light coming from the front, right?
Still look tired.
And he still looks tired. All right, let's make Justin not look tired. Here we go.
Could be me.
Go over in the back and sleep for 3 hours.
Okay.
We'll get you a massage.
Yeah,
We'll get you All right, we're gonna switch to a beauty dish, you know, because Justin's beautiful, beautiful man. And let's finish up with kind of a nice portrait shot that we're gonna do with this little thing that we're not gonna be able to, I think a lot of, you know, the same kind of shot you could do with a full-size camera. And we're gonna do it with a little tiny camera, because that's how we roll around here. So this might be tricky. Oh, I can't put this on backwards because of the way it fits on the shoe. All right, we're gonna have to hope this works. I also don't know why it's not working. It works when you point it at the ground. All right, here we go. This is square. And of course, I didn't meter it or anything, so it's a little dark. I'm gonna bring the power up. Back up to where it was. I'm gonna go a little higher because now we're in a beauty dish, but we are not bouncing anymore. So we're gonna go right here at 4.2. A tiny bit more. And then we're gonna bring a reflector in. Okay, this is it right here. I promise. Then we're gonna show you the picture. Pretend like you're seeing pictures. Pretend, everybody pretend.
Right.
Okay, the reflector's in the shot a little bit. But that's okay, because I feel like I should show you something. You have to show your work, just like in math class. Okay, beauty dish, nice clean portrait, headshot, right? We're gonna just get that reflector out. Actually, I'm gonna go back to 3:2 ratio because I don't particularly want to be square right now, even though at one point it was hip to be square. That was in the 80s. 80s. Oh yeah, there we go. Good. Okay. This is why I'm on a tripod usually.
I had to fix my hair.
Yeah, I know your hair looks better.
Hair.
The reflector's not in the shot. This one's black and white. People like that. Yeah. Top of your head's cut off, which makes a better shot. So we're using Profoto strobe, point and shoot with a remote. We use the little tiny on-camera flash. We use the natural light in the space, right? But all that with kind of a small little camera, right? You can get long lenses, portrait lenses, you can get larger cameras, you can get different things, but ultimately it's your connection with the subject. It's kind of how you use the light is going to matter when you're making a portrait, right? We got time for any questions? No questions. You guys have memorized all of this because it will be a test. It'll be a test before you can leave. I never shot with my other little camera. Okay. You'll see this picture around the same time as you see the other one. What's my settings? Let's see. What did I say? 2.8? All right. So I'm going to set this little guy to 2.8. My glasses on top of my head like an old person. All right. And we're going to plug this in. With the old-fashioned way with a sync cable on the side. I feel like this might be the best shot of the whole day. It's hard to know, but it could be. All right, here we go.
Everyone close their eyes and imagine this shot.
You're gonna have to imagine how it's
You
gonna
have to
be.
imagine in your head. And you guys online, just draw a picture and put it in the chat.
And by the way, the coolest thing about this camera, as I should probably mention, on the bottom here, there's like a little winder. See that? You wind it. And then when you take a picture, I'm going to waste one. Do you see it spin? It's a motor drive, but it's spring loaded. No batteries. All right. It's like a Rolex. Except it's a, here we go. I'm shooting away here. The motor drive's going. Justin can hear it. He's like, yeah. And I'm like, work it, yeah. Oh, yeah. Just like that. And that's basically how you do it. Simple as that, right? Little tiny camera, put a flash to it, you're done. Questions? No? Okay. Should we take one final shot? You want your hair on the shot?
Yeah.
He wants his hair on the shot.
Yeah, I should get some.
He took the time with the hair and everything.
You got it. IMDb
Yeah.
loves hair.
You know, when you're, IMDb loves hair.
IMDb loves hair.
I take every opportunity to not have my hair in my shot, in the shot. All right, here we go. You don't have your reflector.
Oh.
By the way, patented technique here. This is called the C-stand hug. Okay. Good. What's that? Oh yeah, this is nice. Oh yeah, work it. Work it, girl. That's it. Just like that one on Jersey Shore. Walking on the boardwalk. Having a root beer float.
Stewart?
Yeah, go get a moon pie. Wow.
All right.
Cracker Jacks give me great voice in the box. Get a free prize with a
Show the
Cracker
photos.
Jacks.
Hold on, not oh right, we're plugged in. You guys can see pictures. All right.
Oh my God.
That made me laugh.
All right.
There you go.
Nice clean light, easy peasy. Cracker Jack.
Get out of here.
We can get out of here. Yes. Okay. Next week is no events, right? No events on next. You have any? No, Monday. It's always on Monday. Go on the events channel. It's one of these ways. I'm pointing at something. Go to the events channel. See Seth every Monday. Ask him questions. Make them difficult. He'll answer any question.
Because Daniel's not difficult enough for me. Nope, not at all. But next week, June 30th, Tuesday, the immortal Joe McNally will be here, guys.
Oh, that's right. Joe's coming. You definitely want to come for that. Joe McNally is pretty good. That guy.
He's getting started. He's a rookie, but we'll,
Yeah.
you know.
So yeah, come see Joe. I'll be here. Seth will be here. You'll be here. They'll be here, and we'll be here. So this is Justin.
Yep.
This is Seth. I forgot who everybody was. That's Eric, Akiva. I'm Daniel. Now everybody knows. Teresa's in the back. See you next time. I don't know.
Guys.